Now, if you're getting bored of your Samsung Galaxy blower, or you just wish that OneUI was that wee bit more customizable, well, what you might be craving is Good Lock, a free app that you can download to completely transform every bit of your Sammy smartphone. So let's check out what Good Lock can really do and some of the best features for 2026. And for more of the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe, ding that old notifications bell. Cheers! So step one is of course actually installing Good Lock. You'll be able to find it on Google's Play Store as well as Samsung's own Galaxy Store. And then once that's downloaded, give it a wee poke and you'll be presented with a list of plugins. And these are basically apps within an app which enable all of the different features of Good Lock. If it has a white background, you've already downloaded it. If it's grayed out, then that means you haven't downloaded it. If you want to know more about something, just give it a tap. You'll get a brief description, bullet points usually, along with some screenshots of what it can actually do. And if that sounds good, just tap the wee download icon. And then to get started with a plugin, once it's downloaded, just give it a tap from that main screen. And you can immediately start customizing your Samsung smartphone. If you find yourself fiddling around in Good Lock quite a lot, we can add a widget directly to your desktop which gives you fast access to your favorite plugins. You can add this widget in the usual way, just long press on your desktop, go to widgets, and then you scroll down a wee bit, there you go, bit of Good Lock action. Just drag and drop that onto your desktop, and then you can choose your 4 favorite plugins to slap in those 4 available slots. Now, using these various plugins, you can tweak and fiddle with pretty much every aspect of Samsung's OneUI launcher and completely transform the look and vibe of your Galaxy smartphone. If I went through all of them in turn in this video, it would be longer than a bloody Lord of the Rings director's cut. So I'm just going to stick to some of my favorite bits and some of the most useful plugins to get instant results. Now, one of the first Good Lock plugins I reckon you should start with is Theme Park, which is a pretty comprehensive tool. Allows you to tweak pretty much every aspect of that OneUI launcher. And so for instance, this is a basic Chainsaw Man theme that I set up earlier. And if we start with the top left corner, that is the home screen. So you can quickly change up your wallpaper, frame it exactly how you want it. But in Good Lock, we can usually dive a wee bit deeper as well, changing various elements. So for instance here, you see this dotted circle right here. That means we can change up the notification bubbles just by tapping there. Tweaking not only the color, but also the transparency level. And you can compare the current color, Chainsaw Man Orange, to the fresh new color we've just chosen. And the difference is much more obvious in other screens. So for instance, the messaging screen, you'll see we can tweak several elements here. So let's begin with the text color. Let's have that more of a sort of a moody, violety blue. You can instantly see that's made a difference. You can also tweak the background color of the bubbles. So again, let's make that more of an orange, and so on and so on. And you can tell why I'm not a designer. I generally have the taste of a colorblind amoeba, but as you can see, you can tweak basically any bits that you want. And then when you're happy with your creation, just tap this wee icon in the top right corner, and this will allow you to save your creation. And then to actually apply it, just tap it here in the main screen and hit apply. If you want to make any more changes, just tap edit. You can also come up with your own keyboard and quick panel creations. You can tweak the icons, which again offer some pretty decent customization. And so for instance, you can quickly change up the shape of the icons. You can also slap in your own icon pack, but it's the effects section which offers you the deep customization. So for instance, you can have embossed icons skewed at a funky angle. 2 of my favorite options are duotone and film grain, which offer a sort of monochrome effect. Duotone, you can actually change the shadow color. So let's again get it a sort of a sultry dark blue. And then I'm going to change the highlight so it's more of a sort of soft green. There you go, looks pretty cool. At least I reckon so. And as a 45-year-old man who spends his entire day sat in a room by himself chatting at the camera, I think I've got a pretty good handle on what's cool. Alright, if you actually like Apple's glass bollocks, then you can get a bit of that on the go with the glass effect. There you go, that's, yeah. And you can even customize the volume panel if you fancy. Again, here's one that I made earlier. Quite good if you happen to like blue. Alright, so we've got a funky Resi wallpaper. I've changed up the likes of the volume panel as well. But what about properly customizing that home screen? Well, for this, dive back into Good Lock, and what you'll need to go to is Home Up. And this again offers various features that you can either switch on or switch off. So it's kind of like plugins within a plugin. And proper Inception style bollocks now. But you'll want to start with the home screen section. And here you can tweak all kinds of stuff. We're talking proper deep customization now. So simple stuff again, like for instance, you can tweak the app icon sizes, choose to display the icon names or not. You could also change the grid, cram even more app icons onto your desktops, or my preferred method, turn on DIY home screen. And now if we head back to our phone desktop and long press on it, you'll see a DIY icon pop up in that top right corner. Let's give that a tap. And you'll actually be able to reposition your app icons however you like. As you can see, mine are all crammed down in this bottom right corner. And that's because I typically hold my smartphone with my right hand, so I've got easy access to everything I need. Now with the DIY home screen enabled, you can simply drag and drop these icons literally anywhere you like, even on top of other icons if you're a bit of a masochist. Or alternatively, just tap that DIY, select an icon you want to move, and you'll see you've got this little floating widget jobby. Just give that a wee tap until it turns into a D-pad. And then you can do a bit of fine tuning, as you can see there, adjusting precisely where each icon goes, making sure it lines up with all the others. And if you tap multiple icons, you can get them all shifting around together, like so. And then once you're happy, tap that D-pad again to swap into the settings widget, and then tap this wee padlock, and that'll lock them all in place so you can't accidentally shift them. And that's not all. Home Up can do tons of other stuff. So for instance, your recent apps panel, as you can see, everything is nice and dinky, shoved again down towards the bottom to make it one-handed friendly. I did this inside of the task changer section. You can change how they're displayed, be it a grid, a vertical list, a slim list, etc. And in the usual stack mode, you've got a mini mode. That's what you'll need in order to get them all nice and cramped down here at the bottom. You can also center whichever app you're currently having a play around with. You can add a search button, all kinds of stuff. I also really like the gesture settings in Home Up. So you can set up various multi-finger gestures. So for instance, swipe up, I've got set to split screen mode. A double tap with 3 fingers will open Spotify in a pop-up window. So if we just head on back to the home screen, do a double tap with 3 fingers, you can see it brings it right up so I can skip a track or do whatever I feel like. And also recommend doing the old backup and restore as well, just to make sure you can save all your good work. Another of my favorites is Lock Star, which allows you to customize the lock screen. Again, you can tweak every element on here, including the clock. You can add in various widgets. You can also add in elements like this wee hungover octopus fella. Just tap Lock Star down at the bottom here. As you see, you can add stickers, you can add text, a big old variety of stuff, all of this happy crap here. You can even change up the likes of the lock icon or even create your own. And so for instance, mine is my cat looking slightly alarmed when it's locked, and when it's unlocked, swaps to a picture of my cat yawning for some reason. You can even change up the unlock animation. So as you can see, I've got a funky sort of pixelated style effect. All you've got to do is tap unlock animation down there. As you can see, this is the mosaic effect that I've got at the moment. You can change up the intensity, the animation time if you want to really drag it out. And you can also individually tweak the always on display. So again, in Lock Star, just tap that Lock Star icon and then hit always on display right at the bottom. And again, you can fiddle around, add in stickers, etc, etc. And another good lock banger is Quick Star, which allows you to completely customize that quick panel. There are various preset themes if you can't really be bothered to create your own. Otherwise, once again, you can create a multi-color bonanza just by tapping these little circles and then changing the color to whatever you want. And yes, you can customize not just the control center, but the notifications panel as well. But for a wee bit more control, dive into Edit Panel Style. And this is where you can add graphics to all of the various widgets and buttons. Again, you can use any image that you've got downloaded onto your device. And as you can see, this just adds a funky background instead of just a straight solid block of color to all of your various toggles. Now, Sound Assistant is another good lock plugin that you might find helpful. This again allows you to completely customize both the standard and the expanded volume panel. You can really jazz this up, adding all kinds of funky disco effects. And I do like that you can control the volume of individual apps as well, so you can maybe lower the volume of some of your games so it's not quite as intrusive if you're trying to listen to music at the same time, etc. And likewise, you've also got the Display Assistant, which I really like because you can set the screen timeout for each individual app. So for instance, I personally, when I'm shooting these videos, sometimes I'll have Google Docs open just with some specs or some information that I'll need while I'm presenting. So in that case, I obviously don't want the phone constantly hibernating, so I'll stick it on 10 minutes. And you can also choose some apps to use the standard refresh rate if you want to save a bit of battery. If you want to change your Samsung smartphone's settings menu, then Regi Star is the one for you. So if there's something you never use or want to see, you can just tap the wee tick icon, that'll get rid of it. Can't be bothered with all this AI bollocks, no worries. Poof, it's gone. You could also change up the groupings as well, merging with other groups. Or if there's a particular setting you use quite a lot, just press and hold on these wee arrows on the right hand side and you can drag it all the way up to the top end, so you're not constantly having to scroll through the whole settings menu to get to it. Now if you find you're constantly missing notifications as they pop in, well, edge lighting will definitely help out. Switch this on and then head to set custom style, and as you can see, whenever I receive notifications, I have a whole bunch of my cat pictures just kind of floating across the screen. Kind of hard to miss that one. You've got plenty of other preset options, of course, but if you want to create your own like this, just tap the plus icon and then you can go to the gallery, use any pictures that you've downloaded or that you've got in your camera gallery. And then if you head to advanced, you'll be able to change up the specific effect to suit your own personal tastes. If you're not a fan of the clock widget, well, just head on into the clock face plugin. You got some pretty cracking options in here that you can choose from. Otherwise, you can again completely customize and create your own. And lastly, if you're a fan of those 3D motion wallpapers, well, Wonderland will definitely do the job. This has got a bunch of pre-made options already stuffed away in there. Otherwise, once again, you can craft your very own using various stickers and effects. Just tap on edit and you can add various layers, text, videos even, particle effects. So there you have it, my lovelies. That in a tasty wee nutshell is Good Lock and how it can completely transform your Samsung OneUI smartphone. As I say, just a quick fly through some of my favourite plugins and features that are stuffed in there. But certainly if I've missed out your own personal favourite bits, well, definitely let us know what those are down in the comments below. Please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech, and have yourselves a really wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everybody, love you!